Dwyane, I know that barbecue is going to be good, but I got to ask you about
sure.
Goran Dragic and the game he had. You guys seemed, you and your teammates, so happy for him.
Yeah.
Why was that? Because of the frustrations he's gone through?
Yeah. Well, first of all, if you want to smell some of the barbecue, you can get on a jet ski and come by my house, like DJ Khaled does sometimes. I think with Goran, man, we just love when he's aggressive, and no one's harder on Goran than Goran. He wants to be so great all the time, and I think he puts a lot of pressure on himself. But a game like tonight, I mean, he just seen it. He was just in that, that what we've all seen before he even got here. He was just in that mindset that he was gonna keep going and keep going. I mean, I think Kemba Walker, man, he gave us everything in Game 6, and I thought Goran did the right thing by coming out this game and just putting some pressure on him. Making it hard on him on the defensive end of the floor. That makes it hard on him on the offensive end of the floor. So we all happy for each other's success, on this team. I think you guys have seen, we all celebrate each other. And I think that's one of the reasons we've been able to be successful because, we don't have a lot of selfish guys. It's really about, enjoying each other's success. And we've been able to do that. So today it was Goran's moment, and we loved it.
Dwyane, Eric talked a little bit about kind of the meeting before you guys went up to Charlotte and sort of what the focus was there. Did any of the players take the lead kind of in the conversation about sort of what the task was going to be as you were down 3-2?
We didn't say anything. Obviously he opened up for the captains to say something at the end, but it was nothing need to be said. It wasn't about, for me in my mind, it wasn't about an emotional speech. I was going to lead by example. I think UD, when he got his opportunity to speak on game day, he would. But, that day was just for everybody to reflect on, on what we needed to do, and think about the game that we just lost and what can you do individually better in the next game to help us win the ball game. It wasn't about thinking about the moment if we lose the season over. It's about, these games have been close the last two we lost. How can we change something we've done individually to help our team get over the hump? And we all did that. So, we came in, we watched film, we did what Coach wanted us to do, and we got out of there, and we moved on to the next day. It's very meaningful from the standpoint of kind of how this team mentality is, and we've had a lot of like a lot of teams in the NBA, not just us, but losing Chris was a big blow for this team. At the time we did, it hurt us, but the emergence of Luol Deng was I think the most important thing to salvage this season. I mean, I got to give Lou a lot of credit. He wanted the opportunity, and he got it, and he did something with it. So, we never can replace Chris. I wish we had him. We missed some late games, we missed his big shots. But to be able to add a Joe Johnson, and be able to have Luol play the way he have, it gave us some hope, and some confidence going forward. So, losing Game 5 was tough, here at home. It was tough to go into an opponent's building for a closeout game and win, but a resilient team, which we are, we was able to pull that one out, and tonight was just, the icing on the cake.
During the anthem, the camera seemed to catch you in a pretty emotional, pretty reflective moment. Highly emotional, let's just say.
I got to see it. Everybody said I was crying. I was just focused. Maybe I was sweating.
There's a picture that would indicate
I need
a
to see
tear. And regardless, what was going through your mind? No matter what was coming out of your eye at that moment, what was going through your mind at that moment?
I'm not a prophet or anything, but I knew he was winning this game. I think for me as a leader, just really proud of my guys. Really proud of us going, thinking about going into Game 6 and winning that game, and for these guys to get opportunity playing a Game 7, to experience it. For me, I take a lot of pride in that, and just thinking about them and how they're gonna feel afterwards. When they get a chance to experience this, it's an amazing feeling when you fight. Versus a team who's just as equal as you are, and you able to pull it out in the Game 7. I mean, that shows a lot about you, and so I was just focused on that, thinking about that more so than anything. I wasn't crying. I was focused. I was sweating, I'm sure.
Dwyane, after everything that happened to change the team last year to all the things that you guys have been through this year, how sweet does this particular advance to the conference semifinals feel versus in the past?
Yeah, well, it feels great. I mean, not making the playoffs last season. I've been here 11 years. Well, now counting this year, I've been here 13 years, and I've been in the playoffs 11 years. That's all. That's what we used to. That's what I'm used to. And it was weird to say the least last year, not making the playoffs. But I think for this team, it helped us in a lot of ways. I know individually it helped me get some rest. And I think it helped us all understand that nothing is guaranteed, man. And when you get your opportunities, you have to seize them. You can't let them go. And we've continued to do that throughout this year. Every time we've had it, where it looked like the door was about to close, we somehow, some way, we opened that door and we pushed through it, and we continue to push forward. So this is a great moment for this team. With every opportunity we had just to lay down, to be advanced into the second round against whoever our next opponent is. I guess we'll all find out later tonight. But obviously we're going to enjoy it today. And then we get right back to work tomorrow on preparing for next round.